Namaskar, Express News now, and let's begin with the national news. India's President Draupadi Murmu on Tuesday conferred the 71st National Film Awards. The veteran actor, director and producer Mohan Lal received the prestigious Dada Saheb Phalke Award for the year 2023. Shah Rukh Khan won the Best Actor category for his performance in the movie Jawan. 12th Fail won the Best Feature Film Award. The lead actor Vikrant Massey also won the award for the Best Actor category. Rani Mukherjee received the Best Actress award for her role in Mrs. Chatterjee vs. Norway. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, along with the Defence Minister of Morocco, inaugurated the Tata Advanced Systems Limited's new manufacturing facility in Berchid in Morocco. Delivering the inaugural address, the minister highlighted the evolving bilateral relations between India and Morocco. India's Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated the Startup Conclave 2025 in Gujarat's Gandhinagar on Tuesday. The conclave was organized under the theme of Elevate, Innovate and Accelerate. Minister Amit Shah highlighted how students, industry leaders and entrepreneurs will be discussing ways to realize Prime Minister Modi's mission of making India a mark in the startup world. India's Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav on Tuesday announced the Rajpura Mohali new railway line and the proposal for a new Vande Bharat Express from Firozpur Cant, Bathinda, Patiala, Delhi. The minister announced more than 12,000 special trains across the country during the festive season. India's Minister of New and Renewable Energy, Prahlad Joshi, releases the Solar PV Potential Assessment of India in New Delhi on Tuesday. Speaking at this event, the minister said that by 2047, India targets to install 1,800 gigawatts of solar. So even if India harnesses half the total potential, India will easily achieve its target. The Union Minister of Food Processing Industries, Chirag Paswan, inaugurated the curtain raiser event for the World Food India in New Delhi on Tuesday. It's scheduled for September 25th. Addressing the media, Chirag Paswan said that GST reforms 2.0 are a gift to the countrymen and they come when the festivals are around the corner. India's Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan launched the Viksit Bharat Buildathon 2025 in New Delhi on Tuesday. This initiative aims to nurture creativity, problem solving and self-reliance among youth. Speaking on the occasion, the minister said that in the last 11 years, the Modi-led government has given priority to innovation and has also launched the Atal Innovation Mission to promote innovation among school students. Earlier, Dharmendra Pradhan, along with the Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh, released the Niti Aayog's report on India's innovation journey titled Pathways to Progress, Analysis and Insights into India's Innovation Story on Tuesday. Marking 7 years of Ayushman Bharat, taking to social media, Prime Minister Modi reaffirmed that Ayushman Bharat has redefined access to quality healthcare. The Indian Sign Language Research and Training Centre celebrated Sign Language Day 2025 on Tuesday in New Delhi. The Minister of State for Social Justice, B.L. Verma, attended this event that highlights equality and inclusion for the deaf community. Renowned Assamese singer and musician Zubeen Garg was cremated with full state honours on Tuesday on the outskirts of Guwahati. He was accorded a ceremonial 21-gun salute. Union Minister Kiren Rijiju, Union Minister of State for External Affairs Pabitra Margarita and the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma paid their last tributes. Let's look at the business news. On Tuesday, India's indices they ended on a lower note. The Nifty 50 had closed at 25,169.50 points. The Sensex was down by 57 points. It settled at 82,102.10 points. Amid looming US tariff threats, the H-1B visa update and the Indian rupee, they fell to 88. The Indian rupee fell to 88.46 against the US dollar. Gold futures maturing on October 3 was priced at 113,900 rupees per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for December 5 maturity stood at 134,848 rupees per kg on the MCX. The year-on-year analysis of the Employees Provident Fund Organization has revealed a growth of 5.55% or 21.04 lakh members in the net payroll additions compared to July of 2024. Following a recent reduction in GST rates, the first day of Navratri saw a significant surge in India's automobile industry. Nvidia on Monday announced that it will invest up to $100 billion in OpenAI and supply it with data center chips. This marks a tie-up between two players in the global artificial intelligence race. Brent crude futures rose 32 cents to $66.82 a barrel on Tuesday. Tech giant Microsoft announced that all updates for Windows 10 will stop from October 14 onwards, leaving millions of users exposed to cyber threats. The international news now, and speaking at the UN summit in New York, the French President Emmanuel Macron formally recognized the state of Palestine, aligning with a growing number of Western nations ahead of the UN General Assembly. Israel's ambassador to France, Joshua Zarka, called the move a waste of diplomatic effort and described it as a hostile decision that could destabilize the Middle East. Saudi Arabia's Foreign Minister, Prince Faisal bin Farhan, underscored Riyadh's commitment to peace efforts and called for an independent Palestinian state based on the 1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas reiterated his stance that militant groups like Hamas must surrender their weapons to the Palestinian Authority, emphasizing the need for one unified state without weapons. The UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres expressed disappointment over the absence of full Palestinian representation at the summit. He condemned the ongoing conflict. Russia has warned that allowing the New START nuclear treaty with the United States to expire on February 26 would pose significant risks to global security. NATO on Tuesday warned Russia that it would use all means to defend against any further breaches of its airspace after the downing earlier this month of Russian drones over Poland and Estonia's report of an intrusion of Russian fighter jets last week. The Danish police said on Tuesday that drones which shut the country's main airport on Monday appeared to have been flown by a capable operator. Denmark's Prime Minister said that they were in a grave attack on key infrastructure. Ukrainian President Zelensky said on Tuesday that he had met with the President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev. Both discussed efforts in Ukraine, the United States and Europe, and this is to bring the conflict to an end. Russia on Tuesday claims to have downed 33 Ukrainian drones that hit Moscow in between Monday night and Tuesday morning. The strike delayed and cancelled flights at Russia's largest airport in Moscow. Ukraine on Tuesday said that an overnight Russian strike had killed a woman and injured 3 people in the Odessa region, damaging a hotel, administrative buildings and other civilian infrastructure. India's External Affairs Minister Jaishankar met the US Secretary of State Rubio on Monday in New York on the sidelines of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly. The leaders discussed a range of bilateral and international issues of current concern. The Indian External Affairs Minister also met the EU foreign ministers at an informal meeting in New York and thanked EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaya Kallas for hosting him. US Special Envoy for South and Central Asia, the ambassador nominee for India, Sergio Gore, also met with India's External Affairs Minister Jaishankar. The US President Trump, he'll be addressing the United Nations General Assembly on Tuesday to emphasize the America First worldview. US President Trump signed an executive order on Monday calling the Antifa movement a domestic terrorist organization. The Anti-Defamation League, which tracks extremists, said Antifa is a decentralized, leaderless movement composed of loose collections of groups, networks, and individuals. A group of US lawmakers are on a rare visit to Beijing. They raised a deal with the top Chinese leadership, which could see China, in fact, commit to buy several Boeing jets. Indonesia and the European Union finalized negotiations on a trade agreement Tuesday after nearly a decade of talks. The Indonesia-European Union Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement Pact will open investment in strategic sectors. The Foreign Minister of Iran, Abbas Araghchi, said that the time was right for the West to choose cooperation or they could choose confrontation, and he added that Iran would not respond to the language of pressure and threat. A South Korean-born New Zealand woman, Hak-Yung Lee, was convicted on Tuesday of murdering her 2 children, whose bodies were discovered in a suitcase in an abandoned storage locker. Lee will be sentenced on November 26. We're going to take a short break. Stay with us.
We have with us the living legend who needs no introduction. 5 National Film Awards, 9 State Film Awards, 2 Padma Awards, and now the ultimate Dada Saheb Phalke Award.
This is a great honor, and it's a quick reflection, very his. Entertainment industry is very huge and possibilities are amazing. If you ask, I can say Amitabh Bachchan, amazing. He's one of the greatest artists in the country.
How do you see the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi?
Prime Minister is doing, what he's doing is a perfect tapas for the country. And it is showing.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News on DD India. I'm Mark Lin. Let's resume weather-related news. Hong Kong hunkered down for Super Typhoon Ragasa on Tuesday, one of the strongest storms in years, shutting schools and businesses. While most passenger flights from Hong Kong's airport are suspended on Tuesday, the Air India has cancelled 2 international flights. At least 700 flights, in fact, are set to be cancelled by 4 airlines alone because of Typhoon Ragasa. In Hong Kong, local authorities and residents have installed sandbags and flood barriers, while windows are taped to prevent flying glass shards as Super Typhoon Ragasa nears the financial center. Millions could be impacted by the cyclone Ragasa, which is expected to move towards northern Vietnam and China's Guangdong, where authorities have said that they are preparing for a catastrophic situation. Chinese residents rush to stock up on supplies as the Super Typhoon Ragasa has headed it's on a collision course with southern China. India's Kolkata city of the West Bengal state has faced a cloudburst on Monday night. 7 people died in electrocution. The entire city is under water, impacting railway services. Schools and colleges remain closed. Under the influence of the low-pressure area formed over the Bay of Bengal, heavy to very heavy rainfall is very likely over the Gangetic West Bengal on Tuesday as well. In southern India, Hyderabad witnessed waterlogging after Monday's downpour, with more rain forecast due to the deep depression forming over the Bay of Bengal. Heavy rainfall on Tuesday has caused the Kapri River in Gujarat's Dang district to swell and overflow. This led to flood-like conditions in the region. According to the Indian Meteorological Department, coastal city of Mumbai in Maharashtra will enjoy pleasant weather before heavy showers return later in the week. Some life-related news now, and Tehran's bazaars are abuzz with the Labubu craze, as the dolls again have gained huge popularity among young Iranians, with over 1 million sold in recent months. The iconic Pompidou Center in Paris was closed for the public on Monday. This is a 5-year renovation project, and the center is expected to reopen in 2030. Over 600 intricately carved watermelon lanterns lit up China's Zhejiang province during the annual Watermelon Lantern Festival, running from Friday to Monday. This event showcased handcrafted lanterns across historic areas. Hanoi's cuisine ranks among the world's finest, with street foods like bhan, mi, clam porridge and egg coffee showcasing the city's rich culinary heritage. These traditional dishes continue to delight both locals and international diners. In France, AI-equipped cameras settled on top of a TDF tower in the Fontainebleau forest are helping to prevent wildfires. The system uses artificial intelligence to detect fires early. The famous giant panda couple that arrived at the Zoo Parc Les Bouals in France this happened in 2012, as Huan and Yuan Zi, they are set to return to China now because of the female's kidney failure. Mongolian children took part in the Brahms International Music Competition finals in Hong Kong, with 18 winning the Grand Prix and the conservatory students earning the prestigious Oxford Award. NASA has unveiled its newest class of astronauts in Houston. Selected from over 8,000 applications worldwide, this 2025 batch will now undergo 2 years of rigorous training. Doordarshan, the biggest festival of Nepal, begins on Tuesday with the Gata Sthapana rituals. This is in houses of the Hindu community. In this 9-day festival, it's a 9-day of the goddess worship. It's followed by a festivity on the 10th day, which is celebrated as Bhai Tika. Ayurveda Day was celebrated on Tuesday, marking its growing global recognition. This year, the celebration carried the theme Ayurveda for Everyone, for the welfare of the earth. A rally of 32 women from CRPF, called the Daredevils, embarked on a challenging expedition from Srinagar's Lal Chowk to Ladakh's high-altitude Kardungla Pass. In Jammu and Kashmir, GDC Anantnag NSS Wing organized Seva Parv outreach program promoting health, cleanliness and community service. Patna Zoo has gained international recognition for its rhino conservation program. With 10 rhinos, the zoo now stands second in the world after San Diego Zoo in the United States. Delhi held a cleanliness and tree plantation drive under the ongoing Seva Pakhwada in Shalimar Bagh. The 7th edition of the much-awaited Ram Leela begins in Ayodhya, the birthplace of Lord Ram. The grand event will continue for several days, depicting key chapters from the Ramayana. Hollywood action-adventure film The Mandalorian and Grogu, the next big chapter from the Star Wars universe, is set to release in theaters worldwide on May 22, 2026. The rock band My Chemical Romance has announced its Black Parade 2026 tour, which will run across the United States and the UK from July to October, ending with 5 shows at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. The US comedian Jimmy Kimmel's late night talk show, which was abruptly pulled from the air last week after the US government threatened broadcasters, will be back on Tuesday. The Hollywood filmmaker Sofia Coppola, known for acclaimed works like The Virgin Suicides and Priscilla, will be honored at the New York's MoMA Film Festival or Film Benefit 2025 on the 12th of November. At the Busan International Film Festival, India is showcasing its cinematic strength, promoting the Waves Bazaar initiative and also inviting global partners for co-production. The Minister of State for Information Broadcasting, Dr. Murugan, visited the Bharat Pavilion and explored various stalls there. The new poster of Ma Vande, the biopic on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now the film showcases key events from Modi's personal and political journey, including his bond with his mother, Hiraben. Vinod Kapri's Paya, which is a Hindi language drama, won the Best Film Audience Award at the 16th Chicago South Asian Film Festival. The film, in fact, follows an elderly Himalayan couple abandoned by younger generations. The prequel to the national award-winning film Kantara, titled Kantara Chapter 1, a mythological action drama, is set now for release in theaters on the 2nd of October. The trailer of the OG starring Pawan Kalyan and Imran Hashmi was released on Monday. The movie is slated to hit theaters on the 25th of September. OG. Director Prashant Verma has unveiled the first look poster of the upcoming superhero film Adhira, which stars S.J. Surya and Kalyan Dasari in the lead roles. Let's get you the sports news. The iconic former cricket umpire Dickie Bird passed away at the age of 92 on Tuesday. Bird, whose first-class playing career was cut short by injury, became one of the most famous umpires in the game. In the Asia Cup, Pakistan will face Sri Lanka in a must-win Super Fours clash on Tuesday. India take on Bangladesh in a crucial Super 4 clash of the Asia Cup 2025 on Wednesday at the Dubai International Stadium. Australia's title defence at the ICC Women's ODI World Cup has taken a blow at the all-rounder Grace Harris has been ruled out due to a calf strain sustained during the weekend clash against India. South Africa's wicketkeeper batter Quinton de Kock has reversed his retirement from ODIs and is now named in both the ODI and T20 squads for the team against Pakistan. Former Indian player Dinesh Karthik has been appointed captain of the country's team for the upcoming Hong Kong Sixers. Paris Saint-Germain winger Ousmane Dembele clinched the Ballon d'Or in France, in Paris that is, for his starring role in the club's Champions League triumph last season. Barcelona and Spain star Aitana Bonmati was awarded for her third straight Ballon d'Or for her stellar performance in the Euro 2025. The Paris Saint-Germain, who won the treble, in fact, of the Champions League, Ligue 1 and the French Cup last season, were named Team of the Season. Ligue 1 champions Paris Saint-Germain suffered a 1-0 defeat to the Olympique de Marseille. Botswana on Monday declared a public holiday to celebrate its team's gold medal in the men's 4x400-meter relay at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo to become the first African winners of this event. Ayush Shetty and HS Pranoy will lead India's charge at the Korea Open Badminton Tournament. Shetty, the only Indian player to win the title this year, begins his campaign on Wednesday. The World Championships bronze medalist HS Pranoy will bid for his first BWF World Tour title since the Malaysia Masters win in 2023. The Paris Olympics semi-finalist Lakshay Sen and the men's doubles Asian Games champions Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy, Chirag Shetty are going to be missing the Korea Open badminton tournament. India's Divya Deshmukh was given a wildcard entry for the 2025 FIDE World Cup to be held in Goa next month. And that's all we have in Express News. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.